Imagine waking up every morning feeling refreshed, motivated, and ready to tackle any challenge. Sounds impossible, but what if I told you it's all about making small changes to your daily routine? It's not about drastically overhauling your entire lifestyle, but rather about introducing tiny habits that can add up to make a significant impact on your life. Take, for instance, the story of Sarah, a busy working mom who struggled to find time for exercise. She'd always wanted to be more active, but her busy schedule and exhaustion made it seem like an impossible task. However, she decided to try something new. She started by committing to just 10 minutes of stretching every morning. That's it, just 10 minutes. And yet, something remarkable happened. Within a few weeks, Sarah found herself looking forward to those early morning stretches. She began to feel more energized and focused throughout the day, and soon, she started incorporating other healthy habits into her daily routine. This is the power of tiny habits. By making small changes to your daily routine, you can create a ripple effect that leads to long-term success. It's not about being perfect, it's about making progress, no matter how small. And the key to making this work is consistency. Consistency is the backbone of any successful habit-forming journey. It's not about being motivated all the time, it's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Let's take the example of exercising for 10 minutes a day. It may seem like a tiny habit, but the impact can be significant. By committing to just 10 minutes of exercise, you're not only improving your physical health but also creating a sense of accomplishment and motivation that can carry over into other areas of your life. And here's the best part, it's not about the quantity of exercise, it's about the consistency. By showing up every day, even if it's just for a few minutes, you're building a habit that can lead to long-term success. But how do you track your progress and stay motivated? One effective tool is a habit tracking app or a simple journal. By writing down your habits and tracking your progress, you can see the impact that your tiny habits are having on your life. And when you see the progress you've made, you'll be motivated to keep going. For instance, Sarah used a habit tracking app to track her morning stretches. She set reminders and tracked her progress, and within a few weeks, she saw a significant improvement in her overall energy levels and focus. So, how can you start introducing tiny habits into your daily routine? Start by identifying one area where you'd like to make a change. It could be exercise, healthy eating, or even simply getting out of bed earlier in the morning. Once you've identified the area, commit to making a small change every day. It could be as simple as drinking one extra glass of water or taking a 5-minute walk outside. The key is to start small and be consistent. As you start making these tiny changes, remember that it's not about being perfect, it's about making progress. Don't be too hard on yourself if you miss a day or two. Simply acknowledge the setback and get back on track. And most importantly, celebrate your small wins. Celebrate the fact that you showed up every day, even if it was just for a few minutes. Celebrate the fact that you made progress, no matter how small. Because it's these small wins that will add up to make a significant impact on your life. In the next section, we'll explore another crucial aspect of tiny habits, how to make them stick. We'll dive deeper into the psychology behind habit formation and provide more tips and strategies for creating a habit-forming routine that works for you. But for now, let's leave you with a challenge. What tiny habit will you commit to starting tomorrow? Will it be exercising for 10 minutes a day, or simply drinking one extra glass of water? Whatever it is, remember that it's the small wins that will add up to make a significant impact on your life. You've started making small changes to your daily routine, but how do you build habits that stick? It's all about creating an environment that supports your goals. Think about it. Your surroundings play a huge role in determining your productivity and motivation levels. A cluttered workspace, for instance, can be a significant obstacle to getting things done. But, on the other hand, a well-organized and calming environment can be a powerful productivity booster. Take Sarah, for example, who was once struggling to meet her deadlines as a freelance writer. Her workspace was a mess, papers scattered all over the floor, and her desk was cluttered with unnecessary items. One day, she decided to transform her workspace into a haven that would help her stay focused and motivated. She cleared out all the unnecessary items, organized her papers into neat folders, and invested in a comfortable, ergonomic chair. The result was astonishing. She found herself getting more work done in less time, and her writing quality improved significantly. By creating an environment that supported her goals, Sarah was able to build habits that helped her achieve her objectives. Now, let's talk about implementation intentions, a powerful technique for creating a plan for success. It's all about specifying when and where you will perform a particular behavior. For instance, instead of saying, "I'll exercise more," you would say, "I'll exercise for 30 minutes at 7 a.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday." By doing this, you're creating a clear plan of action that increases the likelihood of you sticking to your goals. Let's say you want to start a new habit of meditating every day. Instead of saying, "I'll meditate more," you would say, "I'll meditate for 10 minutes at 9 p.m. every night," using the Headspace app. This way, you've created a specific plan that takes into account your schedule and preferences. The next step is to track your progress and hold yourself accountable. You can use a habit tracker app or a spreadsheet to monitor your progress and make adjustments as needed. When it comes to building habits, it's inevitable that obstacles will arise. Maybe you'll miss a day or two, or maybe you'll encounter a situation that throws you off track. That's where the concept of habit stacking comes in. It's all about building new habits onto existing ones, making it easier to stick to them. For example, if you're trying to build a habit of exercising every morning, you could stack it onto your existing habit of brushing your teeth. This way, you'll be more likely to stick to your exercise routine, even when things get tough. Take John, for instance, who was trying to build a habit of reading every day. He found it challenging to stick to his goal, especially when he was busy with work or other activities. However, by stacking his reading habit onto his existing habit of taking a shower, he was able to make significant progress. He would read for 20 minutes while he showered, making it a relaxing and enjoyable experience. By building his reading habit onto an existing routine, John was able to make it stick and achieve his goal. You've made small changes to your daily routine, created an environment that supports your goals, and built habits that stick. But what if I told you there's a secret to transforming your life with tiny habits? It's called the power of compound habits. You see, when you add up tiny habits over a long period of time, the results can be nothing short of remarkable. Take Sarah, for instance. She was a struggling artist, working multiple jobs just to make ends meet. But she had a dream of painting full-time. So, she started small. Every morning, she'd wake up 30 minutes earlier and sketch for 20 minutes. It was just a tiny habit, but it added up. Before long, she was sketching for an hour every morning, and then 2 hours, and eventually, she was painting for hours on end. And guess what? She landed her first big art commission, and her career took off. The key to Sarah's success was not just the habit itself, but the fact that she made it a compound habit. She didn't just stop at sketching every morning, she built upon it. She started experimenting with different techniques, joined a painting community, and even started teaching others. And that's when the magic happened. Her art started to flourish, and so did her career. Now, you might be thinking, but how do I make compound habits work for me? The answer lies in accountability. When you have someone or something holding you accountable, you're more likely to stick to your habits. That's why finding a buddy or joining a community can be such a game changer. You can share your progress, get feedback, and celebrate each other's successes. One tool that's helped many people find accountability is the habit tracking app, Habitica. It's a simple yet powerful tool that lets you track your habits, set reminders, and even join challenges with other users. And the best part? It's free. So, what are you waiting for? Get started today, and watch your compound habits transform your life. By now, you've learned the power of tiny habits and how they can lead to significant long-term changes. Remember, it's all about making small changes daily and building habits that stick. Take the first step towards achieving your goals, and start sharing your success stories with our community. We'd love to hear about your journey and provide support every step of the way. You've been building habits that stick and creating an environment that supports your goals, but now it's time to take it to the next level. Here's the secret to transforming your life with tiny habits, the power of compound habits. Think of it like a snowball rolling down a hill, gaining speed and momentum as it goes. It starts small, but before you know it, it's a massive force to be reckoned with. Let me share with you an inspiring story of a woman named Sarah. She was struggling to find time to exercise, but she knew it was essential for her health and well-being. So, she started small, just 5 minutes a day, 3 times a week. At first, it felt like a chore, but as she continued, she began to notice the impact it was having on her energy levels and mood. She felt more confident and motivated, and soon she was exercising for 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week. The snowball had started rolling, and it wasn't going to stop anytime soon. The power of compound habits is that it's not just about the individual actions, but about how they add up over time. When you perform small habits consistently, they create a ripple effect that can transform your life in ways you never thought possible. It's like a domino effect, where one small action sets off a chain reaction that leads to bigger and better things. For example, let's say you want to improve your productivity. You start by making your bed every morning, a small habit that sets the tone for the day. Then, you add another small habit, drinking a glass of water as soon as you wake up, and another, taking a 10-minute walk during your lunch break. Before you know it, you're getting more done in less time, and your overall productivity has increased significantly. It's not just about the individual habits, but about how they add up to create a bigger impact.